Hey buddy.
Oh yeah, back again.
Back again. So, hey guys, we cannot see if somebody's following or not because we put they just say shh. Everybody's listening in the other room. They were too embarrassed to come here this tonight. Especially Brandon after he showed me that everything is okay. So we finished another day, long day, fun and training. No?
Yeah, it was actually good fun.
Yeah. You went for a swim, I went for a power nap. Where do you? What's the name of
the Blue Way Water Park. So thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, thank you very much. It was very
all
nice.
The lads thoroughly enjoyed it. So thanks for letting us on.
We put a few photos there, so but it's actually super nice, super nice there. Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
So we made today we made a little gate formation. You saw how everybody was moving nice.
Moving nice, yeah. All the work sort of came into one. We kept rolling, we got the ball up and we got through it, yeah.
Yeah, we are not gonna give tactics because maybe the enemy is gonna watch
over it, yeah.
Yeah, and they're gonna take paint stuff, take photos, who knows, God knows. We are gonna lose because of that.
Yeah.
So we don't want that, yeah.
No,
we don't want that. So if you're watching, we are watching you because we can see you watching. But it's a good week. It's a good. The lads are learning to go to sleep. They are gonna learn to go to sleep earlier. Everybody was wrecked this morning. You know, they at 12:30 they weren't sleeping.
Tonight now it'll be.
We shouldn't say this. The parents are seeing this.
Yeah. No, they're going to bed real early.
Very early. So if they have pocket money in their budget, cut it. Just. Yeah, but look. It's something that everyone has to learn. When you're in a training camp, you go to bed.
Set time, yeah.
Remember I told you first day is gonna be fun?
Yeah.
Then it's misery.
After that, it was hell.
Yeah,
it was. Like even after the first day, all our legs was... But maybe after the first session on the Tuesday, we started feeling it then because we had 2 trainings in. But after that, our legs was feeling heavy and just...
We are lucky we are very lucky with all the parents cooking here.
Yeah.
By God, we are eating like we are kings.
Yeah, we're like,
all the food. Man, I'm so full. I have to jump for the food to go into my kills, you know. No, but it is nice. Thank you to all the parents.
Thank you.
Lovely. We are feeling very nice here. But like I said, I personally am wrecked. Somebody knocked at my door before you went. I don't know. I talked to someone. I don't know who. You call her. I'm gonna kill her. So call her is gonna die. So I was sleepwalking. It was like, it's long. Normally, normally we should stay for 2 weeks.
Yeah, this is 4 days.
Yeah, 2 weeks, 3 trainings per day. That's how you make it. Yeah. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you feel like freedom when you go home, you know.
Yeah. Well, this is our first training camp, so it's different than our weekends up in Gormiston or.
I don't know. Look, I forgot to ask the other squads member if they went like this. I'm actually curious. I know in the 80s they were going a lot. The girls were going a lot. I remember talking to Trish. They were always. They used to train like us in the 80s. Trish. You're still young baby. So I know Trish was saying they were training almost each week or something like this, every second week. Yeah, we have guys knocking at the window. Yeah, so they were training like us. So it's nothing new what we are doing. Yeah, it just stopped at one point.
It's just different for us too.
Yeah. So, but it's nice. It's nice to see how the lads are acting. Even the new lads are.
We're all gelling pretty good together.
Yeah. It's a good atmosphere because
we're bonded pretty good.
After 2-3 days, I've seen, because of stress, I've seen in the past people having arguments. Just because they were tired, they were losing the plot very fast. So I don't see the case here. So if there are any comments, guys, I don't know. I cannot see them. We put our phone in a very awkward position. Sorry about that. So if you have your own Facebook.
No, it's not.
So it's okay like that.
Put it this way. Yeah. So we can actually see what's
happening. Declan is with us again, look.
Yeah,
he's there. He's always there.
Yeah, never leaves.
I'm starting to be paranoid about this guy now, honestly. He's always watching, something, and you know he knows how to shoot a gun. He's a soldier. He's a good soldier as well. And even if you run zigzag, maybe you will calculate it. You know? Yeah. Joke aside, you don't never know. You know. Okay, joke. You know we love you, Declan. It's but like I said, it is different. It's a good experience because if you want to plan in the future something, at least the lads know what to expect.
Experience on it,
Yeah. Because now we made it more about technical things. Like you were saying, the donkey work, like everyone is doing during the summer, that's hard stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you go
Donkey work, yeah.
You do 2-3 weeks of.
I'm telling you, you will know about it.
Yeah. It's
tough.
And you have enough hills. By God, you have enough hills here in Drumshanbo. It's not hard to find something to destroy somebody's universe. I was happy that your Mr. King visited us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm very happy. So we say hi again. He visited us at the gym. Was that very nice? I actually enjoy when the local teachers are visiting and local coaches. Yeah, but it's impressive how one man could build so much.
Yeah, he started it off.
Yeah.
So and it's been growing ever since.
He's a maths teacher, no?
Maths teacher.
Like my future father-in-law.
Maths teacher,
Yes, John, we are going to say that. We already said it. We are saying thank you again. So we are going to say thank you. We actually know you were a chef. We were informed. So I can tell you everything was spotless. Hey Declan, I know you were in training because I called you to bother you. Each time I want to destroy somebody's day, I call Declan, ask him a question, I destroy his day. Or Trish, I call Trish talking about volley and I always say, look Trish, I'm sorry, I'm going to destroy your day and give her some information regarding it. And that's it. These people are holy, they are saints. I wouldn't support myself. If I would have myself in a phone, I would block my number. I would block myself to call myself, honestly. I know I'm an annoying person. So, Christina wrote your name wrong.
That's okay.
So she had to say it, you know. Yeah.
It's okay.
The lads are still young. They're still learning. They don't know how to keep secrets. Imagine if you would tell him your secrets in the kitchen. The lad will just go tell it to everyone without making any money out of it. I'm serious. They need to learn these things. Christina was sending me a private message to say that, yes, Christina, everybody knows who's Trish. But like I said, it's nice. I like it. And how did you like going with the volleyballs?
Oh yeah, this morning.
Yeah,
it was good. Yeah. It was kind of weird because you'd be running and then you'd run into the grass and your feet would get soaked, but then you had to stop.
This is
actually,
This is a tactic used by an old teacher, volleyball coach from Romania. He was using it in the 70s, 80s with his volleyball players because after you finish your REM sleep, your mind is very, very, very empty. And if you bounce the ball just from the poignet, from your wrist, from the we say back in Romania, poignet, I think it's a Greek word, I'm not sure. You just sound smart if you say poignet. You sound posh. Yeah. And if you have a cup of tea like this, you made it. You know, we are going back to Jesus when you made it. I made it. I just say poignet and cup of tea with the finger. But the thing is, because your brain is very empty, you know, it's perfectly relaxed.
Yeah.
You feel the ball, even if you don't think it sucks the information faster. You know, and you feel the texture and everything. You feel it big because it's gonna bounce from the rocks and everything. You know, you just know. And like you said, volleying and just looking left and right, you absorb it much faster. From my knowledge, it started from 2004, 2005 to put this in the psychology book. If I'm wrong and somebody's correcting me, I'm sorry. But last time I was reading these things, it was like that. This guy was doing in the 80s this kind of drills. And you know what's even worse?
It wakes you up too. Yeah. Like, sure, we all try going back to sleep, but let's go to sleep. No, it was impossible. It was impossible. Like,
no, it's your mind is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
So it
wakes us up.
Because when people talk about sports psychology, they talk about these things, you know, or volleyball psychology, because each sport has its own psychology. But it is important, you know. It is important to. One of the lads when we were playing, He said he couldn't serve properly because the ball was too soft, But if you're too nervous and you forget to bounce the ball, you don't know that the ball is too hard or too soft. To put more, you know what I mean? You have somebody cursing you from the edge. It's sport, it happens. So shouting at you and you forget to focus on your
rhythms.
Yeah. But you saw how different it is. Well, you're a local, you're used with this gym, but you saw the lads took some time to adapt to the distances with the walls.
So,
with the perceptions of it. It's the same court at the end. It's not
same court, but their surroundings is different. Compared to where we used to with Drumshanbo Street. It's like open area. It's like out in the middle of a field.
They have beautiful facilities there.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
So I don't know. I know a lot of facilities now, but I think it's the most beautiful facility in Ireland.
And even the little walkway.
Yeah.
Don't want through the trees.
Oh, that's class. Yeah.
That's something else.
you know how I found it.
No.
We were walking. We coached Sermon and Aidan. We were walking there, and we saw some monks.
Yeah.
And we talked to them about history and Irish history for 1 hour, and then at the end, because we were searching for the
thing,
But like I said, I don't like to talk, so we end up talking for 1 hour. So. So that's the reality. Apparently, the old guy was the president of the Franciscan order. That was pretty cool. Yeah. I went on Google and searched it. Yeah. So, muscle memory. Yes, but muscle. Yeah, John. This is a huge debate. A lot of people is muscle memory, is nerve memory, or is pure reflex. It's a big debate regarding this. But it is an important thing, and I think instead of muscle memory, it's like riding a bike. Once you learn the skills, depending on age, they come, they go, they come, they go. Yeah. Because like I had a lecture in college, and muscles don't have memory, but the nerve system, is more complicated. It's so complicated. You see, if you have a back problem, you break your back or something, nobody knows how to help you. So there is a lot of debate on that, but it is what it. Take a boxer. I think is the best case. Once he learns how to duck, that's for life. There doesn't matter the age. But that's a good thing. A lot of people talk about muscle memory, and I heard this a lot. But what I can tell you from my experience, I had the unfortunate experiment on myself. At one point, I had an accident. I was in a wheelchair, and my legs were immobilized in caps, and I had to stay with them for 2 months. I lost all my muscles there. But my upper core, I used all those things, monkey bar, how they are called in the hospital, to do pull-ups and stuff like this. And I maintained my upper muscle core. When they let me start doing my physio, my recovery was unbelievable fast. And I honestly believe because the body was searching for a balance. You cannot be that skinny there, and you know what I mean? The body was searching for a balance, and I think there is a lot of things there where a lot of smart people are just talking too much and they don't want to accept we don't know enough, So shooting what? Yeah, but it is. Like I said, it's like when I'm doing when I'm doing with the lads, I'm jumping in occasionally for defense. For me, second nature just to look and know where to go, because of course I'm slower than the lads, So the lads will just find out now that I'm cheating and I can read their movements faster. But that will be the same what you're saying, muscle memory combined with overall, let's just say muscle memory, because I don't wait, you don't blink, you're just going earlier. But this, like we are saying to the middle blockers, don't go faster, go earlier. It's the same thing. One of the best blockers I ever saw in my life was one of the slowest players I ever seen in my life. But I don't know how that guy was always there blocking everyone. So he was reading so well everyone. He was always there. They used to call him the spider. He had long arms and they were everywhere. Man, he was moving. I swear to God, you could cook an egg before he was reaching block and was still blocking. I don't know how. Just boom.
Block.
You saw nothing there. By the time your hitting hands were there and you wanted to go home and cry, honestly. But funny story, for one of the clubs I played, there was a lad actually middle blocker in a big gym like Ormanstone. So imagine the reserve bench is pretty far away. he managed to attack a fastball in the face of the coach, and the coach was sitting on the bench. So he turned the ball in the back. So he went.
How was that even possible? Like?
Wow, man, you always find that one, man. That one. Imagine this guy was staying there, said, how, in which universe you expect this guy turned around, bang, straight to his face. He was trying to go by the block. Only God knows what was in his mind, straight to his face, coach.
Coach.
Yeah, hey, coach. Our coach knows a lot of GA lads.
Yeah,
I told you, everybody knows that Coach Samura has all the GA coaches that exist and knows how to work the market. But the guys in his village are smart, but like I said, we can do a podcast if he wants to translate the name of his village. I'm not translating for you, lads. He has to be the one saying this.
How is it tough?
Lads, I need to film that explanation, lads. I need to film it. You don't let this go. Listen.
Well,
do not let this go.
Lads. For next conversation.
This does not go away, guys. You have to. I want to see if it's giving a comment. But the reality is, in their village, it's in Spermezeu there is a small volleyball court outdoor, covered by trees. It's absolutely beautiful. They play volleyball. I don't mean serious volleyball. Professor Imesh is, by the way, every time when I say professor in Romanian, don't say teacher, say professor. And he goes, Andrei, I'm not a professor. Okay, professor. But the man is absolutely brilliant. Okay, old man in my. You have to translate that on Google. I won't tell it because if you translate it the wrong way, somebody will. We will get a TV fine for that. That's the actual name of the village. Spermezeu all the way. But they have but they play volleyball. I'm serious. They play serious volleyball, and they're only outdoor. And they play. Wow! They should see how they play. Honestly, I always loved going there. So when I was between teams and stuff like this, summertime, I used to love going there. Yeah. And when I was in volleyball with small kids and in my hometown for the city hall, I used to go there. Beautiful, beautiful people. You know how other people play countries. How it's called. The last division is soccer, Sunday football and stuff like
Sunday
this.
League.
Yeah, Sunday League. Yeah. You will see volleyball Sunday League there.
That's class.
I'm serious. Sunday League volleyball. You will see. You do not enter on that court if you are not willing to. You know what I mean? It's just. And it's that you see the entire village there.
That'd be something to see. Sunday League volleyball.
we went there for an event and they were organizing a tournament. And there was a priest there. He was a lecture for priests, but I think he was keeping ceremonies as well. And one of the lads went. I know, Jonas. And one of the lads went to the priest. The priest was playing volleyball, and he went to the priest. He was keeping the Sunday, and I must and Father, the match. And I don't know, in Orthodox, when you say our Father, then you start to finish.
Yeah, you go. Yeah.
And the guy went, the match, Father, the match. Our Father, we are. And you know what? Under his priest clothes, he had this knee protective shoes. He had everything, man. He had everything.
Oh my God.
Father, I'm sorry if not a lot of people will understand what we said. But it's just beautiful, man. Just beautiful, honestly. Yeah, but they invited, like Ionut said, they invited us there, and usually you'd have amateur teams, but very good teams. Older players who retired, we go there, and you will have 5 to 6 teams, but strong tournaments. In Okna they have at least 2 lads who play for Trentino, national champions in Romania. They played in France. Serious lads, not they are retired, but serious volleyball. Not some of these old. We call them old boys. When you retire, you're old. I don't care. You don't debate the age. You're old. That's it. You're too old to play. But some of these old boy teams, to be honest, they are better than some professional teams. They, just stop playing. Yeah, you can see serious players there. So they can make you very humble. I've seen when I stopped playing, we had a lot of young lads, and we played against Ionut's team, and we lost. And we had 3 less professional players in on court, just to see how much arrogance can cost you. I'm serious. I remember we won with the first set, and then we lost. The lads got cocky. Their nose went up.
Yeah.
And just to see, we lost.
Back into it, yeah.
Because this is for our lads when we are going. You know, we might lose a set. Let's go horrible. 2 points.
Yeah.
We lost it at 2 points. Yeah, but that's a set. That's not a match.
So is another one, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Next one.
That's what I was saying earlier on.
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
Let's think about the point, not about the set or the match. You know,
go point by point.
Point by point, because it doesn't matter how hard you hit.
It could still be put up.
Yeah. And at our level, I think it doesn't matter how many points you have in front. If you have a good morale, you still can win.
Yeah, so you can always pull it back.
Yeah. Professional level, a lot of people debate this. Nah, they are too good. Once you have that, because you know what's the tactic at high level? They cash 3-4 points, and then they start playing safety game, because you have to recover those 3-4 points, and they just keep it safe.
Yeah.
You take 2, but for sure you're gonna lose another one.
Then
And he's back 3-4. You know what I mean?
You will see them bring on the full sub, emptying the bench and save those.
I don't know. Russia brought the full subs once at the World Championship in Japan against who was? I know everybody accused them that it was a fixed match because they were already world champions, and the title, only the second place was debatable, you know. And if Russia was winning, United States, or I don't remember, I don't want to make a mistake, I'm sorry. One of the big nations was going in second place, but if they were winning, one of the small nations was going like, I don't know, someone from Europe, I don't remember exactly. And they put the subs. And Russia was led 2-0, and I remember even now the guy on the tele, I don't want to say television to have problems, saying that it's a fixed match because they put the reserve, you know. Russia won 3-2, man. And they end up at one point, the other team had 13-8 in the fifth set. They never moved from that. The guy went boom, 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 service block, service block, service block. They won 15-13. At that level, everybody's playing.
Russia was down
2-0. Yeah. And the other team, you know, they end up in the fifth set, and there was a huge gap in the fifth set, you know?
Yeah.
And they end up having, I remember even now, 13-8. No, boom, boom, 13-8 or 13-7. It was huge
13-8 and Russia come back.
Yeah. So, it's morale. You know, it's morale and approaching a match with a clear head, right side of mind. No, look, I'm here for this point. I'm not here for the rest of the points. You know, because like I was saying, maybe one of you lads has a bad day.
Yeah.
You know?
No, not.
And you change it. For example, you have bad day in service. Switch. Put somebody who's a reserve as a service. You don't put that reserve because you feel pity for him. You put that reserve in to go serve, make a point.
Putting pressure, yeah.
From my perspective, I trust the man. You know, he's not there for pity,
for fun.
Yeah, but he earned his place.
Yeah.
You know, everybody earned their places. Yeah. Nobody earns. You know, I heard a lot of debates. The coach didn't brought you here. You brought yourself here. You know, I know. Nobody owes nobody nothing. Christina asked why Yeah, I'm good. But we didn't have injuries.
No.
Yeah, we were talking about this.
Yeah.
2 years and we didn't have serious
Never
injuries.
serious, yeah.
We had twisted toe and stuff like this, but
very recent.
Yeah, we say toe because Roman has a twisted toe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's not. I think he hit it like this because it looks like the soccer players. But more because myself, Ionuț and Ferdi don't believe in pushing players when they're injured, and we look. I truly believe if you look at the players, you can see when somebody's not feeling well. Because some players, you know, they don't want to miss the train. You know, they have a big heart.
Cut short, yeah.
Yeah, and then they have their injuries. Then they have.
I'd be the same.
Yeah,
I wouldn't like to. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, for one training, 2 trainings, to sacrifice a month or 2 or 3
to recover
it, you know, even if you stay there, and Owen was the same. The poor man was suffering.
Oh, his ankle.
Yeah. Owen as well. He's not saying he's training till he's dropping. You have to very. Hey Owen, so he has a big heart. He's the same. There are some players you have to look at them because they will train till they break.
After themselves.
Yeah, you know, and it's good to be like this. But then, if as a coach you're irresponsible, you're going to destroy them. Yeah. You know, like Grbić was saying about champions. You know, he said something very nice. If you have a champion, he's gonna be a champion. Just be sure that he's healthy. You know, so those are smart. Kirica was my roommate in college.
Oh.
Nice lad, cooking a lot. From
Good cook.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So do you have talent? Irish people have talent for volleyball?
Depends what area you be in. Depends
what I'm
region,
saying,
you know?
I think any good player who plays guard, if they would have started playing volleyball, they would have had a medium chance.
Yeah.
Because jumping, what we have, for example, the volleys, this would be jumping,
catching,
some movement, but to be honest with you, at this moment, no, but this is a serious thing.
Yeah.
I personally start to notice this, and Declan is right. This has to be put in place, I think, because we are getting serious, and I think because we weren't taken that serious in the past, people didn't stop their other activities.
Yeah. Whereas now you need to, like, look for the instance with the Scotland tournament.
Yeah.
With few getting injured.
Yeah. But the thing is, look, at the age of 15, 16, I can see people being, well, for example,
doing everything.
It's a J, let's go, it's a J country, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, you're in my training, but I don't see them stop those. And it's not about stopping, it's about not trying to make them perfect, both of them.
Yeah.
You know, because you can play volleyball, do your hurling, your guy, your football, whatever, you know what I mean? You can do them. But you're never going to do them at the level your teammates who want to compete, you're going to do them. Because you can't go parallel that much. You know? In Ireland, I heard so many people say multi-sport. My opinion, multi-sport is a term used by people who don't really read sports science. And a lot of good people in sports don't read sports science. Back home, we use the terms complementary sport. So I met an old coach from athletics, high jump. His complementary sport was volleyball. You know, so when he wanted to relax from his own sport, was going to volleyball. But he was still jumping, you know. He was still jumping, but he was doing something else just to relax. Okay.
Something different,
Yeah, he wasn't competing, but he was playing serious volleyball with the lads because he was training with a high level, you know. But for him, it was just fun. For the other ones, it was serious. And the other thing, because it was serious, and maybe they had 1 or 2 lads missing to have a 12, you know, 6 against 6. They were calling this, at least he's jumping, you know what I mean? They always say, like, at least he's jumping, you know, that was the saying. And for him, And, but Declan is right, and this is a big thing. If you go in a Positive Coaching Alliance, I actually recommend this Facebook page and website. Positive Coaching Alliance talks a lot about sport overload. When too much pressure from the parents, too much pressure from the coaches, too much pressure from the peers, it doesn't stop. And we say supra-entrainment, overtraining or overload is the same thing, and it looks like you're bulimic, to be honest with you. So you're okay. When I say bulimic, I'm saying with anxiety and depression, and it's not a fun place to be. I'll be honest with you. My girlfriend knows this. When she met me, we at my team. I don't know if you could call it nervous breakdown, what I had or whatever. Gareth, I was not able to serve from the line of the net, so back line, but from the line in a straight line over the net. So I was looking at the net. Yes, I had the ball hitting in that direction, and the ball goes going literally in the other part. And I'm not joking. 3 months. 3 months I was not able to hit a serve in front of me for the ball to go straight. My hand at contact, my hand was going jelly. And I'm serious about this. I'm not joking. And the problem is who you're going to talk to. You're in a professional team, you're in a high level team. Everybody's going to go, what's wrong with this chap, man? You're a high level player, you cannot serve over the net. Other lads will have problems when they cannot attack properly. They lose their focus. To whom you're going to talk to? You know what I mean? And I think this is a big problem at this moment. I was lucky because I had a lot of good friends involved in heavy sport, you know, and I had someone to talk to, and nobody was joking about these things because everybody understood the pressure, you know. But what happens when you don't have somebody to talk to? You might have, for example,
Exactly.
very good family, very good whatever, but if they never play high level sport,
I don't know. Yeah. It's
You
no
know.
use.
you know that's the biggest problem. That's the biggest challenge. You know. So, but I think we are gonna make a system of this. And I was actually chatting with Declan about this, about making training journal. If you want to have a training journal,
That would be good.
yeah. So the idea is training journal not for volleyball, for sport. Each time you're going out of your home for a physical activity,
Write it in.
write it down. And let's see what happened in the end. Let's see.
See
Maybe
what
you're overtrained. Maybe you don't have enough training.
Yeah.
You know, well, look, let's be.
At least
so-
you're gonna know. When you
Yeah,
take
at least
it
you're
down,
gonna. I think it's important to be honest at this thing, because you're gonna go right in the other one. The coach is gonna say, "I haven't done nothing," you know. But at least you're gonna see you haven't done nothing. You know?
And then by doing nothing, there's someone telling you, at least they'll try and motivate you to get out
Yeah.
and do something. So.
And probably when you put it in a mirror with your teammates. I don't know. I never had a training journal, but I think it's a good idea. Yeah, it's a good idea, and it's not hard to keep one.
It's like a sort of gym plan. Not really a gym.
Not a gym plan. Look, it's like a diet plan. You know, if I can say it like this. Yeah, but I think it's easy to make, because even if you make it on a phone or something, you know, everybody keeps their phone in their hand. Just tick a box or tack. I've done.
Easy, yeah.
I've done it. But it is a big problem, and I spoke with a lot of people about this. It's a big problem for a lot of athletes. Any food restriction for the players?
No. We eat anything.
Yeah, I'll be
Literally.
honest. If one of the lambs jumps in the house, he's not gonna.
You won't see him.
You won't see him again. You're gonna hear stories about a lamb that entered in the house and a ghost went out. It's, but
We eat anything.
eat
Literally,
anything,
like,
yeah. But I didn't.
we're not picky, like.
No,
Like, you're not
no.
a picky eater, but none of us is picky.
No, but I was chatting with Christina, with Keegan's mother. We are gonna start limiting sugar.
That's big.
Yeah, but you know how we
Yeah.
can compensate? We can compensate about having some honey with us. And if somebody really wants to, you know, because you can't cut sugar because you need the glucose from
Need
it,
some,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But we can use honey for it, yeah. So there are a few good things. Ionuț made a joke.
Lots of box tea.
What's box tea?
Box tea is like. You don't know what box tea is?
I don't know about Declan.
Oh,
You want me
wow.
to make fun of me? I don't understand the joke. How can I feel offended, Declan?
You'll have to try it before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
I'll show you what it is now.
Yeah.
And you can
So
bring it back to
it's
Dublin.
from here.
Yeah. Well, it's not from here, but there's a lot of places around here that do box tea.
Oh, okay.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Okay, we are gonna try it.
I'll sleep tomorrow, coming, fellas.
Yeah.
We do like our box tea.
Ionuț said, Salman, in Romania we have it's cabbage, and you have meat with rice and with stuff inside, and they're boiled. Oh, they're good.
Good stuff.
Oh, mama, they're good. I'm serious. I'm not. No, there are two types. In eastern Romania, they make them very small. You know. In my county, we don't mess around. We eat a lot, man. They're
No,
big as the fist.
that's
man.
big,
You put it there, man.
That's what you want.
But I always had debates with chefs, because John is a chef as well, and there isn't a chef who's gonna make sarmale bigger than this. They are called sarmaluțe. It's a diminutive, you know. We say something smaller.
Yeah.
They make them like this. I was chatting with chef, mate. I'm coming to your restaurant. A normal portion of it, it's 4. Do I look somebody with small?
Well, where's the big portion?
And I'm gonna have 50, you know. But you give me like my mom was making like 4, and that's it. It's done, you know.
You don't really get potato cakes.
In oil. But now I have to taste it. Now I'm curious.
Oh, I'm trying. I'll show you in the shop. I'll show you.
Yeah, but look, regarding food, because maybe some are interested. We made only a small not diet plan, just a plan, because we have matches very early. We decided
a decision on what we're going to intake Friday morning, because it'll be too heavy for if we have a full breakfast. It'll just be lying in our stomachs and we'll get cramps and stuff. You know. Yeah.
So we decided just before the first match just to have 1 or 2 protein bars, just to keep it going, and after the first match to to go have a proper supper, breakfast, because the first match is at half 8.
Half 8. Next match is at 10:30 then.
Yeah.
Straight after.
So we have to be very careful how we split. Yeah. So maybe, I don't know, some boiled chicken or with rice or something. I don't know.
Chicken,
yeah. Something that's not heavy for the stomach, you know. Because the
Because
third match we have time between the second and third.
the third match is until like 6:30.
Yeah.
That evening. So.
Yeah. So because look, the last thing you want to be too hungry, to be too
full. You won't be too full in here. Jesus.
I've seen lads running to the toilet. I can't take it anymore. I'm serious. I've seen this, man.
Slow.
Yeah. But it is a big thing. You know, a lot of people are talking about nutrition. I'm not a big fan of diets. I've never been balanced food. Look, the reality is my girlfriend cooks a lot. Otherwise, I would be big as a house. But I think if you eat balance, you're okay. You know, and especially volleyball, it's a very high intensity.
You look after what you're eating.
Yeah. I mean, you're not gonna go eat kebabs from morning to evening.
No, that's sick.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You're
You can't do that.
Yeah. Well, you can.
You can, but you
16-inch pizza twice per day. You know? You know the guy delivering pizza to my house, because I'm already asking extra large pizza. That's bigger than 16. It's like 21 or 22. How many people are eating? What do you mean?
That's just for me.
That's mine. Actually,
I'm home alone.
This is mine. You know? I'm alone. I'm allowed to eat pizza. If I'm not alone, I'm not allowed to eat. If that's it, I have to eat healthy.
You should know by now. Whenever I'm home alone, I order.
I order one.
Extra.
Extra pizza. You know. But you do feel it if you eat like that. I find that when I'm going to training. But look, when you go to training, you feel all that fast food. Like, I don't know, you feel it in your sweat.
Yeah.
You do feel it. It's not okay. You know? If you have an important tournament or if you're preparing
like
for
any
something.
greasy foods or anything, those.
Yeah, and you never know what they're making those oils, and you know.
You just don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Twice the space.
So Connor is from where? He's from Kerry, no?
I have no clue where Connor is.
Connor, where are you from? You're from Kerry, no?
Is he from Galway? Is he from
He's staying there, but he's not from there.
Oh,
he's a conqueror there.
I have no clue.
No. He just ran there, you know. He said, "That's it. I'm staying here." He showed me a photo with his house. I think if you want to visit him, you're gonna get lost and you're gonna die in the middle of nowhere.
I know, Sherlock, we're fairly optimistic here.
But he showed me some very nice photos from his area. Honestly, very nice. I want to go camping there. I'm still waiting for him to give me a camping location. Yeah. He sent me something for tourists. Like, I'm looking like a yank now. And I said, send me a camping location. He showed me a hotel. I said, maybe he sees me so posh. He's a Belfast boy. He's not from Belfast.
No, don't get Come on, we're not that green.
Nah, we got you, Connor. We got you. You're ours now. People know who you are now. You might have went to college there, but that's it. They forgot about you, Connor. But he had a lot of friends there. I told you about my mate was a guy from Belfast was shouting at him, "Go back to your country."
Oh yeah.
Where are you, mate? Where are you? And my mate, I'm from Talahue, and the other guy, the Irish guy was from Belfast, you know. And this guy, man, was just brutal. I was laughing. I couldn't breathe, honestly. That's always nice to see something like that, you know. You're the same. But it is interesting, like I said, the last coach from Northern Ireland, Jerry, had good results with Northern Ireland.
Yeah, I don't know.
He done very well. And I've seen the matches, and like I said, strong opponents. They didn't win, but they played,
they played their best.
They played, you know. So you wouldn't, if it was somebody from somewhere, they wouldn't be able to see the difference between Ireland and Northern Ireland or whatever, you know. They wouldn't say, look, these guys don't have volleyball there. They saw a team who played, okay, the other team won, but you know what I mean?
They're a team to look out in the future.
I think, to be honest, I think Northern Ireland lost a lot because Jerry left from there. Because if he took the team at that level, he took the team at the level, he's a good coach, man.
Look with it to be go place.
So I remember I was following the matches and was chatting about the matches with one of the TCD lads, with Martin, and we were talking about them, and they very well. They play very well, you know. And at that level, it's heavy stuff, man. Those are serious players. Yeah, you go there, they are gonna make holes in your head. That's how hard they are gonna hit the ball. You know?
Talk goals and see it, as I do say.
Everybody, they put their face over the net at block, at attack. They will jump on the other part of the net if they want. Respect to him, honestly. He's done a good job there. That's gonna be us. I told you with the under 12 when mini volleyball with the guy, the Clare guy.
Oh yeah.
Sir, when are we going to the Olympic Games? That's the attitude. Man, you have to be from Clare to be that positive. Yeah, so sure, maybe somebody we are gonna get a complaint. And so we had guys, we had a few, the under 14 in camp, the mini volleyball, and they were making jokes about Cork. And I said, okay, guys, I stop you here. You're allowed to make only one joke about Cork per day. And one of the guys from Clare raised his hand, very serious. Sir. Yeah, buddy. Is it true that Cork is bigger than Texas? How do you react to something like that? The kid was so serious, honestly brutal.
You know, honestly, like,
How do you react to something like that?
Only going to
Man, good jokes, man. But the lad, like, you're gonna meet the lad. He has Paddy has good jokes, honestly. The big heart. He's the captain. He's the captain for the under 14. Yeah, he's the captain for the under 14. All the kids there, like I said, you guys are gonna be surprised, and I think a lot of people are gonna be surprised. We have a lot of good kids coming from
characters,
yeah. And look, I'm sure that a lot of them are gonna go for other sports because I can see them. I see the passion going in that direction. But either way, all of them good characters. And when we went out to Dartmouth, because in Arbonne we could go only 12, so I would have went more, but we couldn't. We stayed at the families there, so. You cannot go with an army, you know, after you. So we went 13, sorry, one of the lads got injured. But a lot of good characters. Connor started the program.
Oh yeah.
Because I told Connor, I told Connor, find me kids, and like an attack dog. He hopped, he puffed, he made the department. Because he brought everyone there. You know? So Connor, thank you. Thank you very much. But some good lads, some good characters, you know. And you saw Lucas how fast he learned the fast balls.
Man.
But he learned
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
But because they learned that from the beginning.
Yeah.
But if you start with spike ball and you stop the ball instead of going straight to this, exactly. And the kids at that age are like a sponge.
It's not proper volleyball either.
And when you're that small, you're a sponge. You know, you do what you're told until you realize if you like it or you don't like it. I don't know. That's my opinion. But they've done. Look, good kids. I can see the junior championship, if it's continuing like this, I can see going places.
With them, yeah.
Like that, we are planning by springtime. Hopefully, we are gonna make it. Our coach Yola from Malo, she's gonna run the development center there. If anybody is following and you're living in that area, Yola is running the development center. Ferdi is gonna be in charge with the Locre area. And I'm gonna be Dublin, Gormanston when they are centralized, and to make a small tournament between the development centers. That's the idea. Maybe 1 or 2 split tournaments, you know.
Yeah.
And the idea is you have to play one setter and bring a libero. And if the next year any clubs, any schools wants to participate, they are allowed, but they have to play by this rule. Just to raise the level a little bit. You know what I mean? So. But I think it's gonna work because there are some good schools out there, and I met some good teachers who actually want to push this, and the kids learn it fast.
Yeah,
you know, I've seen some apps on the phone regarding positioning. I'm gonna show you the apps, and they're very good because you move the players on court and automatically and give to some of these kids. They're gonna stay all day long on their phone learning the. Yeah. So, Christina said to go to Som. Christina, it's obvious when you're writing there, it's not private. But look, I like it. It's nice. So I think we are gonna do some good things.
Yes. You can see it evolving more since we started. We've gotten up to a good level where we are now. But now, when you look back at it, we can see ourselves going even further. That sort of way, yeah.
So, and look, I can see most of the lads here keeping even in college.
Keep going, yeah.
So if we manage, like I said, to make a partnership with SSI to make a national team, that would be great. So who knows? Yeah, that would be something. So like I said, they were nice. I don't know. We are gonna see, because at this moment I don't think we have enough players in college to make a squad for the varsities. Competitive squad.
4.
Yeah. So you need 12. Well, you need 14, but you know, a competitive squad. You're not going there just for the sake of the art, you know. So, but I think on the long term we can make something there, you know. And if we go and start playing in EVSA, like Jennifer was proposing from the women's squad, that's gonna be interesting. Like I said, they have all age groups. That's nice, you know. And if we
it's well laid out.
Yeah, and it's nice because if we fluctuate between age, you can go just okay. Let's go 1 year older and everybody's covered, you know.
Play it safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Good competition.
Until you say, okay, we are seniors and have a nice life. We are going to be seniors from now on, you know, and we can bring the juniors up, you know. But a big part of, like I said, look, the joke aside, Declan accepted a few lads. Yola accepted a few lads. Benny, like I said, accepted a few lads from the under 14. And it's helping us. They have where to train. These are people who know volleyball.
They're actually training quite often now.
Because let's be honest, everybody's talking business plan. Okay, let's make a business plan. But who's coaching?
Good question.
You know, because you make a class of 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, but you've never played the sport. Yeah. Okay, you've seen it a little bit on telly. You've seen this, you've seen that, or you never play sport. I would trust if you give me now a good GA coach and you put him through a volleyball coaching class, I would trust him to coach a volleyball class more than your average person who just said he likes volleyball. At least that guy knows sport. You know what I mean?
He knows what goes into each.
And he's gonna, if he's normal, he's gonna recognize, look, these are my limits. But at least I know you have to run. I know how to run. I know how to jump. I know how to this.
Yeah.
Now maybe learn the programs and stuff like this. Dwayne is saying, you don't know Dwayne. Hey Dwayne. Dwayne is the sexiest guy I ever saw in my life. Dwayne, honestly, I love you. Now joke aside, Dwayne is from hockey. He's in charge of the program for the
hockey. That's class.
Yeah, for grass hockey. He's in charge with the senior squad. But you should see the lads there, how fit they are. I'm serious. If you go on Facebook,
that's a tough game.
If you go on his profile and look at his squad, you should see the old timers how fit they are. Right. So, I'm serious. Look, I wish when I'm gonna be that to be that. I know loads of young lads who are not that fit. I do mean a lot. But he's very very passionate about sport as well. You know. But that's why I say, look, that's why I love sport. If you're passionate and you love your sport, it's easy to talk with somebody else about other sports, because they do interconnect.
They all interconnect, really, yeah.
Okay, you have your particularities, I'm not saying now, but they do interconnect, It's, we use, hockey wasn't popular, grass hockey in Romania, but we used to play rugby, we used to play basketball, we used to swim competitions, a lot of swim competitions. So they do interconnect, we are going back to complementary sport. When you had enough of your own sport, go play some hurling, go play some hockey, go play.
Finish with the big stuff, yeah.
Yeah, just relax a little bit. You free your mind a little bit. Like I'm a few of the guys know this. I'm training Muay Thai on my free time just to forget about volleyball.
Yeah.
I'm just volleyball, just to forget about volleyball. I'm going there. I'm doing what I'm told. I sweat buckets. I'm going home. I went. Oh my god! I went with some bruises once. My girlfriend one more kid. Man, I had on my leg black. I was wow. See, I couldn't wear short pants for 1 month and a half.
Quite short.
But look, that's why I say complementary sports. Find something to relax you, But I think, because if you are going back what Declan was saying, did you have this problem at your age? Because this is a GA stronghold here in Drumshanbo. Did you have this problem of fighting between two sports?
No. The only sport See, hurling wouldn't really be a big thing in Leitrim. Like there'd only be maybe three. There's actually only 3 or 4 senior hurling teams in Leitrim.
Oh yeah.
Everyone plays football. It's just Gaelic, really.
Yeah.
There'd be a few athletic clubs, one in Mohall, Carrick.
So would you be, because you're athletic, you know, did you have problems with keeping up or going in this part?
No.
No. Some lads would have a problem deciding where they would like to go, you know. And I can see a problem, you know, when you're passionate about a lot. You know how I can say, you have a lot of friends in both sides.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do then? You know, and I think
just
that's
go whatever your sort of love, really, whatever you really like.
I don't know. I think that's for us in Romania. That's easy because going to a sports school, you have no choice. You chose to go volleyball, basketball, whatever you want. That's a sports school. There is no more choice. You know, you chose it. It's your department. Have a nice life. You don't have 2 trainings per day. But I think when you're put in the situation from a young age like that, I think it's hard. I think takes a lot of maturity, and I think it's hard. You know, you need to. No, I don't know. Like I said, like Declan saying, I think the journal, it's a good idea to try to make one.
That is a very good idea. I think we should do that.
Because we can keep track of a lot of things.
It'd be interesting to know over the winter, because there won't be as much football really. It just goes during summer really well before from February to October.
Yeah.
But during them few months.
Yeah, you're right.
I'd be interested to see who is actually getting active.
And you know what? That would be interesting. What sports are they doing? What sports are the lads like?
Yeah.
Because I personally love a lot of sports, and I would like to see, because you know when you plan a training, it has no point planning what I like. But if you know that the lads love those sports, you look a little bit to see what exactly is in that sport I can use in mine, just to make it more enjoyable. You know, and that will help. You know, on the long term. Like I said, if they're honest in what they're writing there, if someone is writing, I play snooker. Then in college we had a guy like this. We had a lecture. Was asking all the high-level department, "What's your sport?" For them to get a project, and the idea she was nice, you know, and she wanted to give them projects in their own sport for them to write as easy as possible, you know. And they were rugby, volleyball, handball, whatever, you know, hockey. There was ice hockey there, and a lad was late. One of the lads from the volleyball team was late enters, and she was very nice. You, mister, what sport? What is your sport? He realized he had to say something, and you know what the imbecile said? Snooker. He failed all his exam in 4 years. She destroyed the lad. Instead of taking 4 years of college, I think he done 5 or 6. She was a very influential lecturer, you know. A snooker.
That's even if you want serious mind for that.
Well, he plays snooker because he did 1 or 2 years extra of college because of that joke.
Jesus Christ! Oh man!
Explain to your folks why you're repeating the year. And like I said, back home it's normal to have lectures who are world champion and stuff like this, you know. Who you're gonna complain in the end, you know? These are big personalities. And at the end, she was nice, you know? She was nice. Yeah. She was trying to help the lads. So snooker. So I think we are gonna wrap it up because we are a little bit tired. So guys, if you have any other questions, be free to ask or not. We are going because we are tired now. So
straight to bed.
And I'm wrecked. So, guys,
see you soon.
See you soon. See you. Now, actually, tomorrow we are on the radio. We are not coming here. Yeah. Tomorrow we are on the what radio?
The Leitrim Daily.
Yeah, we are gonna be in the Leitrim Daily. So we are not gonna be here. So this were our first podcast, but when we are in Gormans, we are gonna make a few.
Yeah.
Because well, the idea is to keep people in touch with the squads. See that we are. Yeah. Look, to see that your average Joe is training here. You know. Everybody's
something.
We are doing something, and it's not just a name. Wow, your average fellow, anyone who's there, send a message to. If you want to take part in our trainings, send a message to on our official squad's email address or contact the VAI. They will give you our email address. If you're willing to follow the standards of the squads, you're more than welcome. depending on the age groups, we have to see where we can put people. That's a big category because we don't really have seniors, so that's the sad part. We have a few seniors, but they are training to be coaches as well, so that's a little bit of a twist there. But we are going under 19, under 16, under 14. Be free to contact us. Everyone has an opportunity to train with us. After 3, 4, 5 months of training, we decide if somebody deserves a spot in the slot. I think it's the best way to make a selection like this. I don't
see what they're like. Yeah.
Somebody said that I was lazy to go for a selection, but I cannot decide in one day. What if you have a bad day?
You need some,
You know,
I have at least three training, 3 or 4 training.
And because we are training centralized, we need to see if you're willing to stay with us.
Yeah.
You see yourself. It's
like
hard.
It is a tight schedule. Like we're always doing. We're only active, like doing something. Like it's not a spare minute when we go to tournaments and so.
Yeah. So
it takes good getting used to.
Yeah. So it takes a little bit through. So if anyone, for other people, if you want to see our trainings, the same. Send us a message because you don't want to be put in a situation where I'm taking out of the gym. But if you announce your presence, we can accommodate you, and maybe even the coaching staff, we can still have a chat, explain what happened during the training. You know, we have a few rules regarding attending our trainings, but it's nothing sci-fi, or it's just common sense, folks. You know,
it's basic.
Yeah, it's basic. We have a lot of underage, so you have to announce your presence. You know. But like I said, if you want to join our training, because we have a few teachers there, and we had a school visiting our trainings, a girls' school. Miss O'Reilly brought some a bunch of girls, 10 or 15 girls to see. She has a volleyball program there. And look, me and Mr. O'Reilly, he's a PE teacher. We have a very good relationship. But you know what I respected? These are serious names in physical education, and they still call and work polite about it. You know, I for me, when I'm eating this kind of, because I would have never said no. If we are actually, if I can consider Paddy a friend, you know, if I would have saw just say hi, he still announced his presence, and I always respect these kind of things. You know, that shows dignity. You know, that shows character. You know, like I said, if you want to come, announce us. If any schools wants to, I don't know, learn some things, the same announces, we can arrange something. The best person will be, I'm gonna put his name for Connor. I'm gonna make him a volunteer. But Connor knows, sorry Connor, Connor knows how we work, knows all our situation, but usually he just makes the connections and we can take over from there. Some teachers want to, just to see how we train, we have no problem, you know. So, like I said, see you next time. See when we see you guys. See you in Gormanston. Yeah, see you soon, Scotland. Yeah, we are gonna call you from Scotland. Stay connected because we are gonna make a podcast from Scotland. We are gonna have Paddy. We are gonna have Benny with us.
And coach,
yeah, he's coming with us. Benny's coming with us. He's gonna be our media officer with us.
That's gonna be
so our next podcast we are gonna have Benny with us. So it's gonna be interesting. Yeah.
Benny is watching this. Look forward to meeting you.
Yeah.
And the rest of the team does as well.
Oh, okay.
We've heard that you're a nice fella. So.
Okay, guys. So good night and see you later.
Bye.
Bye. All the best.